What's up, y'all? Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about former NBA player Joe Smith and his wife. Apparently this woman has started an OnlyFans behind this man back, y'all.
It's stupid, yo. I can't believe I'm sitting here just finding out you got an OnlyFans page. Out of all these years, yo, the disrespect that comes with it, that you could even talk to me before you did it, that's bullshit, yo. That's fucked up, Keisha. I'm telling you, yo, that's fucked up.
Wait, no. Calm, but you're not gonna say fuck me or that's fucked up. It's not fucked up.
You recording me? What the fuck you doing?
Listen, it's not fucked up, and we're going to. Okay, look. So, I have an OnlyFans page, and he's mad because he's just now finding out about it.
Of course, I'm mad I'm just finding out about it.
I'm not doing it with anybody but myself, so why should I have to tell you my choice, my body, my fucking choice?
I'm your partner. You're supposed to come to me and talk to me.
Joe, I've been talking to you about mad things. I've been asking for solutions to shit. You not giving me none, so I created one.
That's no solution. Not in my book. That's no solution.
You knew who the fuck I was when you met me.
Before,
I
knew that.
thought that I would never have to go back to anything like this again.
Beforehand,
but
unfortunately,
that's not the case right now.
After that, everything's supposed to change.
Everything did change.
No. Obviously, it hasn't.
No, it had to. I had to do something.
It hasn't. You stood out there showing your body. You stood out there doing stuff like this on camera.
You act like that's the only thing that I do. I have mad jobs, but they're not facilitating everything that needs to be done. So I got something extra. OnlyFans be breaking me off. What the fuck?
Come on, Keisha, with that. It don't matter what they breaking you off. It's the disrespect that comes with it.
What disrespect?
You couldn't come and talk to me about it.
Okay, well, we're talking about it now.
Because I had to find out on the fly.
All right, then. But now, okay.
No,
so, wait.
I had to find out on the fly.
So now you know.
Yeah, now I know.
Okay. And so? Whatever. I've been doing what I have to do, period. Like, that's bottom line. That's what it is.
Okay, so how I feel and what I think about it, we're going to talk about that in a minute. After she does this, she goes and does this interview.
That's the first question is, where's Joe?
How are you guys doing?
Where's Joe?
He's pretty pissed off with me. So he's been, I think he's at his sister's house. He's not talking to me right now. So, yeah.
Keisha, how long ago, obviously we saw in the video that Joe saying he had no idea that you had this account. How long is the account? Have you had the page?
I've had the page for at least over a year. It's on my Instagram and my LinkedIn, but that's what happens when you don't pay attention to your wife, period. And you know, he has a friend that he's been entertaining, and she decided that, you know, she wants to really put a bigger, you know, wedge in our relationship. So she went digging around my page and was like, oh, do you know that she has this? And it blew up from that. It's no secret Joe's financial issues, you know, and I have always made a good life for myself, you know. Before I met Joe, I was living overseas in Europe, and I had established myself as a singer, you know, and I came back here, you know, thinking that with his persona and who he was, once we got together and I found out who he was, that it would only take off, you know, other things. But, you know, not everybody's hustle and drive are the same. And depression is a serious thing also. So, you know, I've been just like, you know, supporting and dealing and going through his trials and tribulations with him. I've started several businesses, you know, I've been doing a lot, like, and I just figured out, I have a home in Cape Verde I'm trying not to lose, and a roof over here we're trying to maintain that we almost got kicked out of. So I just kicked in the drive and did what I had to do, you know, and he won't do it. So I had to, and I'm sorry, you knew I was an adult video star when you met me. So if I would do anything for my own survival, then what makes you think that would change now? When I retired from the adult industry, I promised myself if I don't sing, I don't eat. So when, you know, my music career wasn't popping here when I left Germany and I stayed here for him, I figured, you know, I would, you know, start a business. I started a puppy friend social club business, a dog sitting business. And then COVID happened and that screwed everything up. I have a moving company, you know, that he actually works for me. Like, he works for my moving company. You know, I'm tired of being the one to figure shit out. So I figured it out the best way I know that can maximize the money that needs to come in, because I'm tired of living like, you know, I'm tired of living minimal. You know, it's not fair. And I don't understand how you could have had such a maximized life and be so content. This is ridiculous. But we've been together for almost 13 years, though. We've been together since 2012, like after his retirement. And it really wasn't a retirement that he wanted. It was a forced retirement because he just got locked out after the lockout in the 2011 lockout. You guys remember?
Right.
You know, he just never got a new job. Nobody wanted him anymore. So, you know, there was a depression. And I've been going, you know, dealing with all of this stuff. And I'm sorry, you know, I'm not sorry for what I'm doing. I'm just sorry that he can't understand that that wasn't a selfish decision. It was a decision that I made. I made an executive decision when my man wasn't taking the lead. I really love Joe. I love him. If he never speaks to me again, I still will do things to help him or whatever I can because he's my family. You know, he's like an intricate part of my life and I just want the best for us. I wish he wanted that also. That's really where I'm at. You know, I wish that he wanted the best for us because he's not really wanting the best for himself. So I can't expect him to do for him, for me, what he can't do for himself, I guess. And that's why I just did what I had to do.
Have you drawn that line in the sand that you will continue doing OnlyFans?
Unless something else happens that, you know, changes that. No, I'm going to continue my OnlyFans. I think as a couple and just him individually, he needs counseling to help find out how to re-find himself and find his new place in the world. You know, it's really hard once you've had a major career. You were the number one draft pick, and then everything ends. You know, how do you deal with that? I don't want to be alone, but you know, if that's what it has to be, that's what it has to be. But I don't think we'll have a divorce. I don't think so. I think he'll come around
after being so high at the top and then falling so low. I mean, that could take anybody into a depression, if you know what I mean. Now, the woman that exposed you, girl, you let his homegirl expose you. Like, what? You should have been the first one to go to your husband and let him know, look, baby, this is what I got to do. Because we got to pay these bills. But for you to let another woman who more than likely 95% of the time wants this man, likes this man, wants something out of this man, or just don't want this man with you, child, I wouldn't be surprised if Joe and the woman that exposed her ended up together real soon. Like, I wouldn't. That's just how it goes. That woman probably been wanting Joe for years. Joe's wife, I don't even know her name. This woman is completely in the wrong and she ought to be ashamed of herself. But I don't know if she really is because then she goes and do this interview.
No, my body count is very low. Sorry. I don't consider, okay, my personal, I just talked to Joe about that about a little while ago when we were arguing. I was like, my personal body count is low. I don't consider work. It don't matter.
Oh, work bodies don't count. The
work
52
bodies
titles
don't
count.
No.
So you count the other bodies and then you count the it's two different bodies for one for Kiss.
No.
And the other
Kesha, me, the woman, you know what I'm saying? Like her body count is low.
Okay. But the porn star,
you know, she's
outside.
Yeah, she outside.
Okay.
Only problem with that is they're two different names but the same body.
It don't matter. It's two different personas.
Ooh. Okay.
So you know, you cannot like that whole industry is a big mental thing, you know, and you have to separate yourself from that. And so right now the lines are blurred for me. It's kind of fucked up, you know, but
like, but how does it see? Because we see you getting emotional about it, right? So how does it really make you feel? Are you upset that the backlash you're getting, or because you seem pretty like free and you don't mind what people see, so you mind what people say?
I've honestly never given a, you know, about what anyone says or thought. I would never have done that in the first place, you know.
Kesha, you need counseling because the lines are very blurred. They are extremely blurred with you. No, use a hoe. Period. Whatever personas you got, they all hoes. Because they all using the same vagina. From the day you lost your virginity up until how many partners you had today. Now, I don't necessarily mean much to me. But it all counts. This woman is out here still trying to find herself. She came from the porn industry. I want to say, what more did Joe expect? But at the same token, I also do believe that people can change. I do. So, I don't, oh, God. If I was Joe, I don't know. I don't know because she wrong every way, all around it. And then you going and doing all these interviews, not making you or your marriage look any better, sis. Like, why don't you just sit your black ass down and shut up somewhere and work on your marriage? Why do you keep going out here? Why do you keep going out here in the streets? But the master himself, Mr. Kevin Wesley, Kevin done gathered these folks, and now we finna get even deeper into their business, all because of Kesha.
When Joe finds out, he's absolutely upset because she didn't talk to him. Now, when this happens, he's not realizing that he somehow manifested this by not talking to her. Because when he didn't talk to her, I'm sure it wasn't for malicious reasons. Let's just say this. She asked you about finances, right? What can I do to help? Joe, finances are at a problem right now. If we don't correct this problem, it's going to get worse, right? You're not talking to her about it. Why? What's going through your mind as a man?
As a man, I'm trying to figure it out.
Right.
I'm trying to figure out the next move, the next situation. Making calls, borrowing stuff from people, and and kind of embarrassed about the situation. So I'm trying to figure out what can I do to make things better, make it a little bit easier.
Right.
So around the household. So I mean, it's not that I don't want to talk to her. It's just the fact that I'm trying to figure it out my damn self.
I completely understand where Joe is coming from. Mind you, he's still a man. He still understands that it is his job, his duty to provide for this household and make sure he has a happy wife for a happy life. He's trying to figure this out himself. He can't help the fact that nobody wants him right now. So there's not much that he can really say to her without feeling less of a man. So he's pretty much just saying nothing and doing what he can, here and there, and hoping that things just smooth over. But it doesn't work that way with women. We need communication in every way, shape, and form. You cannot just keep shutting us out and doing your own thing, because that's eventually what we will start doing. We will start mirroring you, and we will begin to do our own thing as well, because we feel less of a woman. We don't feel like you love us anymore. So you can't shut us out completely, especially when we're coming to you with important things that are worrying us. You have to communicate with us, because when you don't, you're going to get you a Kesha.
He's saying he's been talking to her about certain things, didn't get an answer. She's saying, yo, why are you looking to me for an answer, right? You're supposed to be the provider. He's like, I get that. So you understand that they have both kind of similar thoughts here. You came to him, you said, hey, we have an issue with finances, and he ain't want to talk. Didn't that bother you?
Yeah.
So likewise, you should understand that it bothers him that you didn't talk to him. But actually what's going on is you're actually upset with him because he didn't talk to you. You actually did it because you said, hey, why owe him?
I'm really upset because you know how behind every great man there's a good woman? Well, I feel like a piece of shit. That's how I feel. Wow. Having that man in front of me, because he's not being great, and I know he can be. So what kind of motivation am I? What is it about me that you can't get it together?
So now I'll say this.
What is this, reverse psychology or something? So now you want to be the victim. Now Kesha wants to be the victim in this situation after she done blasted her entire marriage and her wholeness out to the world. Now she's the victim. Now she's the piece of because he's not great. Girl, you did what you want to do because that's what you wanted to do. Stop trying to turn this around and take responsibility for what you did, Kesha. Yes, the man is having a hard time right now. Yes, y'all marriage is a struggle marriage at the moment. But don't be trying to turn this around and you become the victim all of a sudden. Stop it. This is all your fault. And you are the piece of you think you are, because you did this. Because me, Kevin, and everybody else in your business right now, this is the only reason I think you're truly the piece of that you really are. Well, this and not telling your husband about your OnlyFans. I don't care how broke he was or is. You didn't have the right to go do that without his consent. And I don't care how y'all feel about that. Y'all could call it controlling, this, that, and the other, whatever. That ain't controlling. You need consent from your partner to do things that you should not be doing.
I feel like a piece of shit.
Hang on, one second.
I'm saying, I feel like behind every great man, there's a good woman.
To the side of here.
So I'm saying, what is it about me? What is it about me that you can't get it together? I don't feel great. I don't feel like I'm a good woman with you.
She done made me mad. If I was Joe, I would have walked out too. I'm ready to walk off of my own video messing with Kesha. So that means I'm not great. Clearly you're not great. And he is not the reason.
Things that you're saying, they're tearing him down. Now, they're coming from a place of where you want to see the greatness in him. But the words that you're using to get the greatness out of him is tearing them down. Because you're saying things
like... Well, when you use the great words, no matter what words you use, it's not working. So
but you have to keep using them. Just like a man would have to keep telling his wife she's beautiful.
Into me.
Right.
You know, like, I'd be fucked up every day, too.
again,
But I still get up off my ass and I do everything.
if both parties are not going to understand that they have things going on and they need each other, so they have to separate the anger and animosity that they have for each other so they can give each other what they need, you're not going to be able to work through this. Now, if you love your husband, you love your marriage, outside of the financial issues, outside of you guys not being able to see eye to eye right now, you got to be willing to say, okay, I got to learn a better way of talking to him. Yes, I want different from him. Yeah, I want better from him. And y'all might be able to say it on both sides, but there has to be a way to deliver that information and the other person take it constructively.
Yeah,
and
my
not
daughter
feel like
says that I
something
have a
tears them
bad
down.
way of saying things. She knows I mean well, but the way it comes out, I don't know how. Look, the streets raised me, so life has always been harsh. So I don't have any other deliveries but than what I have.
Well, that's
You know
why
what I'm saying?
that's why you have to work on
Like
it.
I've
You have to
been,
work on it.
nobody's been non-abrasive with me. It's been real facts. This is what it is. Get your shit together, and that's what I've had to do in my life.
That I completely resonate with. Girl, I get it. I get it. Because when you got just so much bull crap being thrown at you daily, you become hard as a rock. You become hard as a rock, and your delivery does too. Cause I'm kind of right there with it right now with my boundaries and my respect. My delivery is coming harsh on people. I'm setting boundaries and I'm letting people know this is what it is now. Okay? This is the line. If you cross it, motherfucker, you gonna regret it. I promise you. I'm not who I used to be. A bunch of bullcrap will mold you into a hard person. So, I get it, Kesha. But as hard as I am, I do remember this is still my husband. I still got to go to bed with him, and I don't want it to be awkward. Because the old me is going to wait for him to come apologize to me for something I did wrong. Literally. That's the old me. No. The new me, I apologize first now when I'm wrong. Which is something that, oh, girl, I had to do a lot of work to get here. Like, I know it sounds petty as hell, but I had to do a lot of work to get to the point to where I can acknowledge the fact that I'm wrong and I have to apologize for what I did. I have to take accountability for the way I treated this man today. And I have to be the one to fix it and make it right, not him. It's almost like she wants this to be Joe's fault, that she getting all this backlash. You need to tell this man you sorry, and you are going to shut that page down, or you're going to beg him to join you. One or the other. But you need to come to some type of compromise, woman.
Well, you know, it's been hard. It's been hard knocks, and it's not been soft. So I don't know how to be soft like that.
Small thing, and I mean, even, you know, her mom said it sometimes, like the small thing that you could be discussing or whatever, all of a sudden there's a million things. That's like right there in the interview. Right. It's like all the interviews she's been doing. A million things just get poured on one little tiny thing.
Joe, finances are at a problem right now. If we don't correct this problem, it's going to get worse, right? You're not talking to her about it. Why? What's going through your mind as a man?
As a man, I'm trying to figure it out.
Right.
I'm trying to figure out the next move, the next situation. Making calls, borrowing stuff from people, and you know, and you know, kind of embarrassed about the situation. So I'm trying to figure out what can I do to make things better, make it a little bit easier.
Right.
So around the household. So I mean, it's not that I don't want to talk to her. It's just the fact that I'm trying to figure it out my damn self.
These issues should have been handled behind closed doors.
I
Whatever
mean,
you
honestly,
felt
Kevin,
during that
I
moment.
took the video down immediately, and then someone snatched it and put it back up.
Like he said, this small incident has trickled into such a large incident because she want to keep doing interview after interview after interview. Sit your raggedy ass down somewhere, Kesha. He is dealing with enough trying to get this money. Okay? You are making it harder for him to get to the bag right now.
Behind closed doors. Whatever
honestly,
you felt
Kevin,
during that
I
moment.
took the video down immediately, and then someone snatched it and put it back up.
It's up to you first and foremost to not post those things. And once you put them up there, now you have to deal with it. And that's what's happening right now. You're dealing with it, and he has to publicly deal with it. When he tried to talk to you about it, this conversation should have been in the home, but you went public. Why? Why did you say, I
Kevin, you better tell her. Tell her.
want to reveal to the whole world, not just my husband being upset and angry. He's a 6'10" black man. So I'm not only just going to show him being angry, I want the world to know about our issue. And now when the world wants to know about it, it's like you're upset about it. You don't want to talk about it. But you brought this to the world because at that moment you felt like you were right in what you did. Now the world's saying you're wrong, and it's not looking like you thought it would look. They're actually more so understanding what Joe's going through.
Well, then someone needs to help him then. Shaq, can he get a Papa John's?
Wow. Okay. Guess that was wrong. Joe. Joe.
What was wrong about that?
All right, so.
Y'all don't know everything.
Okay.
Period. Okay?
Okay.
This man, let me just shut the fuck
No,
up.
talk to me. Talk to me. I guess.
Okay, it's over. Thank you.
Okay. Well, kids.
Women, we got to stop getting crazy out here. And I understand our body, just being in the body that we in. It's a whole bag. It's a bag. I get it. And we are blessed enough to have this bag attached to our bodies for the rest of our lives. Granted. But if you're going to be the woman who uses her body for that advantage, you need to not be married. You shouldn't have married this man at all. If you're going to be in that industry, if you're going to consider ever going back to that industry, stay a single woman or just stay dating. Because no man, I don't care how much he lie and try to act like he confident and he got so much ego, no man wants to see their woman with another man. Unless they both in the porn industry and that's just what they do, you know what I'm saying? But no husband wants to see his wife butt naked, touching herself for millions to see. No woman wants her man out there stripping, slapping his penis on women's foreheads for a bag. Some people can handle that type of relationship. Some people can't. I'm a person that can't handle it. I will cut my husband's balls clean the fuck off if he ever think he finna go OnlyFans or strip behind my back. If you feel like you can't go to your partner and talk to your partner about something as serious as this, you don't belong with that person. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Y'all, just as I'm getting ready to wrap this video up and put it out, I'm scrolling on Instagram and come across another video of Kesha embarrassing her husband again. Y'all, this woman is worse than Jada Pinkett at this point.
What have y'all been going through financially that you felt you had to do this?
I've had a bartending service called Cocktail Hour with Kiss since I've been here. I have a moving company called Major Movers and Cleaning. And then I also have a massage business called the Body Rub Babes.
Nice. Do the Body Rub Babes travel?
Yes, they do.
Are you one of the Body Rub Babes?
Well, I have been, but now I kind of like, I'm kind of
Could you be?
to do anything.
But if I wanted you to be one of my Body Rub Babes, like, would you be a Body Rub Babe for me?
Oh, yeah, sure.
First of all, Cameron is very out of pocket, and I hope Joe's 7-foot ass check him for this. Second, did y'all hear Kesha's tone of voice change after responding to Cameron's question? Whole attitude and tone of voice changed. She likes, needs, and craves too much attention to be a married woman. Now, here she is already on the show. That's Cameron with his shirt off, laying down, getting ready for his massage. And there she is, rubbing his back, y'all.
And stuff, and you have to just, work that out.
You're not going to get in trouble doing this? I thought you was going to send another body rub.
Oh,
babe.
no. He gets the body rub, babe.
Thank you.
She's actually the expert. I couldn't put nobody else's hands on this but me.
Thank you. Oh, man. You sure it's not going to... We're not here to get in trouble.
No, we're not going to get in trouble.
All right.
We're good. I'm good. I'm already in all the trouble I'm going to be in already, so.
All right.
I don't think you anymore.
I'm sick of Kesha. She is thirsty as hell and a complete embarrassment to her family. Joe, get out and move on. I'ma say you got some of what you deserve because what the hell did you expect? But on the other hand, I do feel very sympathetic towards Joe because we only human and love makes you do some stupid stuff. Divorce her ass ASAP, Joe. This woman is completely for the streets and ain't trying to get off of them anytime soon.
You can't turn a hoe into a housewife, man. I love her, man. I love her, man. Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. Don't save her.
If you like this video, give me a like, boo. I hope that you will subscribe, and I also hope to catch you in the next video.